Hello, hello, hello. Oops, oops, oops. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my goodness, it's so hard to put my phone in this phone holder thing sometimes. Okay, let me get set up here, lovelies. Oh, I gotta get my setup. Gotta put my new little lovelies up here. Aren't they so pretty? Alright, I'm just setting up as always. Hello, my name is Danita. I live here in sunny Central Florida, and I am the owner and designer, operator, manager, cutter, and everything here at Cut My Canvas on Facebook, UndoKarma on Etsy, and UndoKarma on YouTube. So I'm just setting up. Bear with me, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry I had to get my chocolate smoothie. It's so yummy. Okay, let me get started here. Today on this live, I'm going to be working on my Butterfly Suncatcher. I finally got them stitched up, so now I can stitch them together and get all the little beads sewn in. I gotta find where I put them though. Oh my goodness. That's a good question. Where did I put them? Oh, I have to find my beads. Where did I put them? Let me turn this off. Okay. And let's see. That's a good question. Let me do a quick little tag. To let everybody know I'm here. Alrighty. So I'm just setting up again. So just bear with me if you don't mind. While I get started here. Okay, I have my lunch, bowl of cherries. Forgive me if I'm munching every now and then. I gotta find my beads. Okay, got my yarn. Gotta have that. So let me just see if I can find my beads. They have to be here somewhere. My beads, what did I do with the beads? Oh my god, I have so much stuff on my desk. I need a secretary. I'm looking for my beads, people. I cannot find my beads. You have got to be kidding me. I don't know where I put my beads. I don't know where I put my beads. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. This is craziness. This is just crazy. They should be right here, but they're not. What are these receipts? 6. Why, we're into 7. These are old. Oh, what were they? Well, today might just be sewing the butterflies together, and then I'm going to have to do another live for the beads when I find them. I'm not finding them. This is crazy. Actually, it's not. This is pretty typical of me. I am looking in everything. I am not finding my beads. I don't know where I put my beads. Okay, let me look in my drawer. Oh, this is crazy. Page won't load. Maybe I stuck them in this drawer. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's just what we're going to have to do today. I'm just going to sew the butterflies together. And then I'm going to have to go on a huge hunt for my beads. I stuck them somewhere so I wouldn't lose them. And every time I do that, well, as you can see, I lose them. And I lost them. They are nowhere to be found. Son of a biscuit eater. Muffin eater. Pie eater and cake eater. Okay. I guess today is just going to be sewing the butterflies together. Alright, let me try to straighten you out here a little. Hi, Donna! Welcome, how are you? I can't find my beads. I just got them for the butterfly and I can't find them. Story of my life. I don't know where I put them. Where did I put them? Well, I guess in this live we're just going to sew it together, but I noticed I forgot a stitch here. And then I seen one over here, I think, in my little video that I put up. Here it is. I missed a stitch here. I've seen those in the video I put up earlier. How are you, Donna? So I'm going to do that real quick. Get these 2 stitches that I missed. I think... yeah, that's loose. Are you staying cool in this hot weather? I don't think I need it. I think I don't. Well, I think I'll leave it. What a penis in the anus. Okay, so I missed right there. I get distracted quite frequently when I'm working. So yeah, I'm not surprised. That I missed a few. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Hi, Myrna. Myrna, I put your order in the mailbox this morning. It is heading your way. Well, it will be as soon as the mailman picks it up. And welcome, Myrna. How are you? It would help if I cut that. Donna says, I was originally going to make this for my mom, but I think I'll make it for my daughter's science classroom. This butterfly? Oh, how lovely. That'll look so nice in there. I've decided I'm going to make this one here. I'm going to give to my mother-in-law for her back patio. Hopefully it'll cheer her up. She's been down lately. So I want to make another one, but I'm thinking of doing 2 more designs, 2 more butterflies, and then add it to the pattern. So then the pattern will have a total of 4 different butterflies. This one is the blue morpho butterfly, which I don't think I did the butterfly justice in the colors. My colors don't blend well as the real butterfly. Of course, this one is the monarch. So I'm wanting to do a yellow butterfly, and then I'm not sure on the other one. Okay, here's the stitch I missed. All right, I missed one stitch over here. Okay, that is it. I don't see any more stitches that I missed. I only doubled this yarn, Donna, because it's very thin. It's a very thin yarn. So I only doubled this one. I probably got it at the flea market or a yard sale or something. Let's see how many plies this is. Yeah, this is a 3-ply. This is only a three ply yarn. So that is the only reason I doubled it. I don't double 4-ply. I didn't double any of the other ones. Okay, this mess. Alright, so I made it. So I designed these butterflies. The blue morpho has like a really dark blue, it could be almost black, on the very edges of it. So when you do these 2 together, you do them both in black. They look great because, you know, I don't want to do the outside of this in the orange because then it wouldn't match up on this side. So this way, when you do the outline on black for both of them, they look great. And then once this is sewn together, then we're going to do the beads. But unfortunately, I cannot find my beads, so we're going to have to come back at another live to do just the beads. Because I can't find them. I just got them like a week ago. And my dumbass don't know where I put them. Monofilament. Hi, Becky. Monofilament. What is monofilament? Give me a minute and I will look that up. I need a drink from my smoothie. I think I have a big fat chocolate mustache. Alright, let me look up real quick on my laptop here. What you're talking about is monofilament. What is monofilament? Okay, so it's, alright, like a thread. Is that what you're talking about? For the string? Are you talking about using the monofilament for the beads? Fishing wire, that's actually a good idea. Yes, and yes you can. The first one I made, I just used regular sewing thread. but I like your idea in this monofilament. I think I do have some fishing wire that I might use. I had to find the beads first. So until then, check out my newest little needle book. Look what I did. I made it into like a little keychain. And it has little dangles. I just love these needle books. I'm gonna make a bunch and list them for sale on my Etsy, I'm thinking. They stitch up super fast. I don't know, I might put one in next week's auction as well. Oh wait, let's get to stitching these two together and really see how they look. Alright, I'm going to knot the end so it doesn't come out. So I wanted to do a little experiment. So on this butterfly, I did the straight stitch in here, but I did not do it on the Morpho butterfly. So when we stitch them together, I'm going to see which one looks better. Kind of an experiment to see if it looks better with the straight stitching or without the straight stitching. And I want to end up there, so I'm going to start here. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to start right here. So I'm going to start from the inside. And I put a knot so it doesn't come out. I'm going to line this up and I'm going to go back down the same hole. Hi, Kathleen! Welcome, welcome! Oh, let me see if I can bring the camera a little closer. There we go. How are you, Kathleen? How's your spooky candle coming along? I'm just getting started on sewing the two butterflies together. And unfortunately, we can't do the beads today because my dumbass can't find the beads. I gotta move that knot. It's in my way here. There we go. Yikes. Hi, Betsy! Happy Wednesday. Oh, it is hump day, isn't it? That's right, it's my off day. And I am off. This is what I'm doing on my day off. What better fun on your day off than some stitching? Where we can all get together and do some bitching. How about that? Coming along, coming along. All right. I'm so excited to be getting this finally sewn together. Maybe while I'm sitting here stitching, it'll come to me on where I put my beads. Ooh, Kathleen, your candle is looking scary. I can't wait to see how your scary candle turns out. Best day off is doing Blast the Canvas, says Betsy. You are so correct. What is everybody working on? Anybody stitching up something special today? Kathleen says hi to Betsy. So I'm going to make another butterfly suncatcher, but I want to design 2 more butterflies to add to the pattern. One of them I want to do in yellows. What other color butterfly? Does anybody know of a butterfly that's like in pinks or purples? Uh-oh, I'm twisted. Wouldn't that be cool if there was a rainbow butterfly? Betsy says, hi, Kathleen. Betsy says we're cleaning. We have an open house tonight. Oh, are you getting ready to sell? Or is that just something that you do? You host open houses. Can you guys see what I'm doing all right? See, now if you wanted to, you could stitch the butterfly together, sew it together, and then stitch together both of these holes, whip stitch them together there if you wanted to, but I think it would be very difficult, much difficult, in my opinion, to do it that way, because you have to start off and then, I don't know. I like it this way because you could do the color. That way they're in different colors. Printed pen. Of course, Kathleen. This is actually one of my first designs, is this butterfly, so it's one of my older patterns. But I do, most definitely. And the pattern is for with holes and also without holes. Betsy says, yes, my daughter's house. We've been working on it for 2 years, getting it ready. Yeah, it's a big project sometimes. Hubby and I, we just did, I think it was last week or the week before, I can't remember, a yard cleanup for, excuse me, a couple. Actually, it's a big house, you know, like, it's in like the fanciest neighborhood in our little city, so like $1 million house, maybe not $1 million, but 100,000. I don't know how much houses really are, but this one was very expensive. Pool, everything. And they had, over time, cut down a lot of trees, and all the branches were all piled up in the ground. It was a lot. Hello, Rosella. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to my live. How are you? Are you a seasoned stitcher or are you new to plastic canvas? Ladies, say hi to Rosella. So anyways, they hired us at a very low cost because they claimed they couldn't afford to pay more. So we do like to try to help out when we can. So they hired my husband to do the clean out, and it took 4 big trailer loads of debris. They had so much of it. But anyways, they said their house had been on the market for a year at least, and then they lived an hour away, so they were having to pay 2 mortgages because they couldn't seem to get their house sold. Yeah. So hopefully you have way better luck than these people are. But then again, they were asking a lot of money for their house. Kathleen says, I will have to get one for the butterfly I won in the raffle. Oh, yes, yes, definitely. Betsy is saying hi to Roselle. Roselle, is this your first time watching one of my lives? I am sewing together my Butterfly Suncatcher. I'll be sewing some clear beads inside of there. You know what? Before I completely sew this together, I wanted to have some stuff hanging from the bottom of my butterfly. And I was looking, and stupid me got rid of a lot of my ribbon, thinking, oh, I'll never need ribbon. And now I need some ribbon. And this is the only two I could find, a brown and a yellow. But I don't know if I want to do ribbon. And then I found these. Yes, Roselle. Yes, I am talking to you. Roselle Myers. Yes, welcome. I'm welcoming you to the live. Where are you from? I am in sunny Central Florida. And Betsy was saying hello to you too. And Kathleen says, hi, Rosella. And Betsy says, we put it on the market last night, so someone is interested. Oh, my goodness. Well done, Betsy. So I'm thinking maybe doing the beads with some twine. She would like the beads. I don't know if I can get the twine onto these beads, though, come to think of it. Because if I want something to hang, I think I need to attach it first before I sew these together. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, I just had an idea. What if... Alright, let me look in my drawer here. Maybe I'll come across my beads in the process. What if I did... let me see what I got here in my drawer. What if... Darn it, no beads. Let me look in this drawer again. Where the frick did I put my beads? What if I put... Wish I had two small ones. What if I just sewed in, let's say, something like this. Then I did one. Let's see how many I got. 2, 3, 4. Let's see if I got 2 more. So what if I just sewed in these, okay? Like that, like so. And then I can just add whatever I want afterwards. And then you could always change them up. The little dangles. I like that idea. Rosella Meyer says hello to everyone. She is from Roane County, West Virginia. Oh, very nice. I have another one of you customers that's from Roanoke, Virginia. Betsy asked if I have any fishing line. I think I do, Betsy. I do. Hopefully. I was doing some major clean out a while ago. That's why I'm no longer in my bedroom. It was getting too cramped in there, and I don't know where half my stuff is, but I did. I need to see if I can find it. So I think I'm going to do this idea for now, and that way I can get the butterflies sewn together, and then just come back and add the little dangles afterward. Yes, I kind of like that idea. Because I like this twine. I think it would go good. And I like these beads because I think my mother-in-law would like these beads. That's kind of her style. She likes the earth tones. Yeah. So I think I'm going to do that. So I will sew these in. Uh-oh. Oh, I gotta get one more. I lost one or dropped one. There's no telling. I guess I need to get another one. There we go. 2, 4, 6. This one is green. Let's see if I can get... There we go. I'll get it together. Betsy says, what's Betsy say here? Betsy says, I would do fishing line and have beads hanging that match the beads in the holes. Oh, that's a good idea by using those beads. Yeah. I have to find the beads, though, because I should have enough left over. Oh, no, that's not the beads. I thought I found them. It was bubble wrap. Ah, damn it. I swear. They have to be here somewhere. So, okay, I'm going to do that. I wonder if I should do them. I might do them like that. Yes, I like that. See, when we're all together, all the great ideas that go flowing from all of us, I like that. I may still add some of these brown beads. I wish I had some blue and orange beads. I might. I'll have to look. All right, so let's get to this part. All right, here we are, back to sewing. I'm going to bring this. I really want you guys to see. I can't. I don't think this will go down anymore. Nope. I cannot bring it in any closer. This is as close as I can get to the camera. Aw, Kathleen says, whatever you do, it will look awesome. Thank you. Everything we all do looks awesome. If you, so let's say if you're selling your crafts or you give crafts away and somebody says something negative about it. Oh, I don't like how this looks, or I don't like how that looks. Just tell them the craft is not meant for them. So it doesn't matter what they think. Remember, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Just because you look at something and you see it, let's just for say the sky. You look at the sky and it's blue, and if somebody else looks at their sky and says it's pink, it doesn't mean they're wrong. You may not like pink, but in their world, they like pink, and the sky is pink. So the moral of this story is if somebody doesn't like something you created by hand, that just means it wasn't created for them. It's created for the people that also see the beauty in your craft. That's who you create it for. I love butterflies. That's right. I bought a wind chime. It's coming to me. It's coming to me. I also bought the wind chimes. I was going to turn this into a wind chime. Okay, I can picture the wind chimes. I can picture the beads. Now if I can just picture where they are. So now I know the two of them are in a package together. Becky says, girl, your backwards sewing hurts my non-existent OCD. What am I doing that's backwards? I don't know. What looks backwards to you? The picture, the butterfly, the way I'm holding it backwards? I want to make sure I understand you completely. Because you may be teaching me something. I could be doing something wrong here. Now I did the little white spots in the cross stitch. I think it kind of gives it a little dimension there. I have to unravel my needle. I had to spin it out. It was getting all drugged up. Feeding it through the holes in the front and not the back. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't do it that way. That's so weird. So because I'm coming out from the bottom into the, I do that as a habit, because if this was just one piece, I want the needle to go down into the hole, because if I come up out of the hole, a lot of times it pushes yarn up through. So I find when doing a whip stitch, it's better going down into the hole. But that doesn't work for everybody. That could just be a weird me thing. I can't push the needle up this way without it always pushing yarn out. Isn't that weird? Kathleen is having too much fun. Don't you love it? Where else can you go and watch somebody stitch while we bitch? What else can we... Oh my goodness. I'm trying to hold it straight here so you can see better. Yeah, in that little video I put up, I noticed that I missed a couple stitches in the blue butterfly. So if you look really close on that video I put up earlier, there's one stitch and then one hole that I missed some stitches on, some whip stitches on. So later, if you go back to my video, see if you can see that. It's on the blue butterfly. Betsy absolutely hates whip stitching. So let's check this out. When you're doing a whip stitching, do you go from your needle in? Or should I say, do you go with your needle down? Or do you come with your needle up? Let's see how many uppers we have and how many downers we have. So when you're whip stitching, do you go down from the front to whip stitch, or do you come up into the front? So just say if you're at up or down. Kathleen says, let's call this live the Stitch and Pitch Club. Not pitch, this is the bitch club. Stitch and Bitch Club. That's right. It's a place where we can all safely go and bitch. Go, feel free and complain about anything. That's what this live is for. Yeah. Just call me your therapist, stitching cutter. This is, let's see, stitchery therapy. Usually up, depending on how many layers. Okay, so you swing both ways then. Is that what you're saying, Betsy? I swing down. Becky swings up. Betsy swings both ways. Kathleen swings down. Becky, if I have to whip stitch something big, I just do every other hole. It makes it look pretty and just a little like lace. Oh, I've never done that. Huh. That's interesting. I think I've ever seen it. Anybody do that? Hi, April. Happy hump day. How are you? Today's just another dose of your daily stitchery therapy. Place where you can unwind, stitch, and bitch. Betsy's a swinger. She's coming out of the closet. We have uppers and downers today. April, are you an upper or a downer? When you're whip stitching, do you start with your needle down, or do you start with your needle up when you're whip stitching an edge? So we're finding out who's uppers and who's downers. Betsy's a swinger. She goes both ways. Becky's an upper, right? I'm a downer. Always a downer. That's why people can't kick me. 'Cause I'm already down. Rosella's an upper... is it Roselle? I think it's Roselle. Yeah. I think there's no A at the end. April says... April's a one day at a time. She just never knows which way she is. That's all we can do is one day at a time. Yesterday's gone, so why worry about it? It's never going to happen again, and tomorrow isn't here yet, so why worry about it? Because worrying's not going to make it get here any faster. It's always about the moment. Betsy says, did you see the ghost plastic canvas kit that has that you can change it like the goose? I did see somebody make a post. Maybe it was your post. Did you post about it? I did see a post about that. Are you hinting that I should buy the pattern and cut some for the auctions? Yeah, if everybody likes them, I can do that. Kathleen is saying hi to April. Betsy says, see, April is a swinger too. That's what you call best of both worlds. So you can see when I was pushing these, it was coming out on this side. Hopefully you can see it. You see how it's pushed up on the yarn. But this piece calls for a swinger. You have to be a swinger to sew 2 or more pieces together. So actually, in a sense, we are all swingers. Because eventually we all go one way or the other. Get it? Because it's 2 pieces. So you're doing both ways actually at the same time. So we are all swingers. We're just a swinging. Betsy says, yes, I have bought the patterns. So far, she got 30% off. Right? Okay, so then after this live, I will go buy the patterns. I did not know she had 30% off. Kathleen says, yes, she likes the idea that we're all swingers. All right, let's go to plasticcanvaskits.com when we're done and go buy some patterns. I am cutting out, she's got some little, I had a request, so some of the little ghost magnets. Some of you might recognize these on hers. She has a bunch of these little ghost magnets, so I had a request to cut some of these. So I'm going to also cut some for probably next week's auctions. So just a little heads up. Dee, 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 dee. And he has different... They have like a sign. One's holding like a sign. I think it's the fall ghost magnets. Yes. This one is the fall ghost magnets. One's holding, I think it's a coffee sign. One ghost is holding a cup of coffee. One has leaves on it. It's really cute. She does make some adorable, adorable little designs. She's very talented. April is just a swinging. So there's a bit of a delay between my phone here taking the video and then when it shows it on my screen here. So if it seems like it's taking me forever to answer you, please, it's just the delay. Just a quick little heads up. Mirna says, I got an email from Plastic Canvas. They have 30% off. I am shopping for patterns. Yes, we are all going to go swinging on over there and shop. Yes, indeedy. I am always happy to pay a designer for their work. Designing is just like an art, you know. It's no different than a painter. It's no different than a purse maker. Nike's, you know, their creator. They don't just pass their shoes around for free. You gotta buy them. So yes, I'm happy to go buy any designer's patterns. If I know of anybody else, if anybody else designs plastic canvas patterns, let me know. I'm always happy to help support other plastic canvas cutters and designers. I mean, that's what this place is for to me. It's just all about plastic canvas. So if there's another designer out there making patterns, I'd love to know, because I would cut her shapes and help direct traffic to her patterns. Just like if there's somebody else out there that sells plastic canvas shapes, I can't cut for the whole world. So if there's somebody else out here that can help cut for other people, let me know, because I'd be happy to help promote them as well. I'm not, April, I'm so sorry, April. Well, we're happy that you still come and hang out with us, even though you can't stitch and bitch. You can still, you can't stitch, but you can still come and bitch anytime you want. Oh, Betsy, there's a code for plastic canvas kit. Okay, Betsy said, is that the code to get 30% off? Okay. So if you go to plasticcanvaskits.com to get the 30% off, you enter the code ODIE, ODIE. Ooh, look how pretty this looks. When you get the edge all stitched in black. I just noticed that. I believe everybody needs a hobby. I think when you create something, my damn bowl of cherries keeps getting in my way. Sorry, cherries, you gotta move. Okay. Yeah, when you create things with your hands, I think it's just one of the best natural sources of happy dopamines. Boosts your ego, gives you confidence. It just makes you happy. So it's good for your mental well-being. Any craft, crochet, painting, drawing, upcycling, anything, creating anything. A cook, a chef, anything. April says, you are a great girl. We do have a great bunch of stitchers in here. Betsy says, yes, it's her dog's name, and she got a huge bill she's trying to pay. Ah, well, I'm happy. I'm hoping I help. So let's all go spend some money at plasticcanvaskits.com. I will get whatever patterns she has for the changeable ghost. I do know next week I have another oopsie changeable for the red truck that's going to be in next week's auction. It's the gnome one. I think I have one for next week and one for the following week. Thanks for sharing that, Betsy. I may even just go pay regular price then. I'm not even going to get the discount. Kathleen says, you keep cutting and I keep stitching. I love it. Don't you love it? I'm stitching with you too sometimes. I love it. Uh-oh. Do I keep freezing up? I don't know if it's my phone or the laptop. My phone's not freezing up. Uh-oh. I don't know if my laptop has got issues or if it's my phone. Is the video playing all right to you ladies, or does it keep freezing up? I hope my computer's not going bad. Although it's time to replace it. April says she likes the truck series. Yes, that is a... I need to get another red truck made for the auction. And that red truck for that red truck series is pretty big. I had to cut it out of the jumbo sheet of canvas. So it's a good size wall hanging. And the add-ons are cute. I think so far, I don't know which ones are my favorite. Of course, I think the spring one is one of my favorites. And the moose one is really cute on the red truck series. I don't know. I've been watching on YouTube these videos about these. April says it's fine, so it's not for... All right, thank you, April. And I think it's my laptop, because I have my old phone over here with the live on, and it's not freezing. So I'm having issues with my laptop. Oh well. Maybe it's doing an update, I don't know. Anyways, so I've been watching on YouTube about these ladies that started these mail subscriptions. Mail kits. I forget what they call them. Oh, what do they call it when they do this, the mass mailing? Okay, Kathleen says, I don't know what is going on, but when I type in a comment, I can't hear you talking. It freezes. Yeah, I don't know if Facebook is having an issue, if my laptop is. It's one of the two. I'm gonna go to it here in a different way on my laptop. It could have just been Internet Explorer. So let me see. Okay, so now it's playing in, now I'm in Google Chrome, and it froze up. I'm gonna restart my laptop. It's not doing it on my... Oh, it is doing it on my phone. I don't know. It could be Facebook. They could be having a hiccup or who knows what. Building more damn data centers. Alright, I need... this is getting short, so I'm going to have to get another piece of yarn here. Yeah, this gets annoying when I have to keep doing it. Alright, this is the tricky part now when you have to start. So what I'm going to do is take this in one. And lolly, 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 get your adverbs here. Uh-oh. There we go. Uh-oh. Is everybody else having issues with the video? There we go. Okay, I thought I didn't. Look at it so far. I love it. Which side is your favorite? The Monarch or the Blue Morpho? It's the Blue Morpho or the Monarch. Which one is your favorite? Well, it doesn't have to be your favorite. Which one you like better? Let's just say. Are you Team Morpho or Team Monarch? Are you a Morpho or a Monarch? I'm going to go swinging. No, and flip this way for a while. No, I'm not. That's going to make it too difficult. Oh, I need to tie a knot. I just did. Yeah, this is the next hole. Alright, see how I started the yarn in the middle? And then just tuck that down in there. A little tucky, tucky, tucky. Ooh, blues. We have some blue teams. No orange yet. Well, Kathleen, of course. Kathleen is swinging. That's all she knows how to do is both ways. Why do Team A when you can do Team Blue, Team B too? That was quite the tongue twister. Alright, slowly getting my laptop running up here again. Oh, Betsy's on Team Orange. Rosella's Team Blue, April's Blue. Cindy, hi Cindy, welcome Cindy. Ladies, let's welcome Cindy. Cindy Breland, is this your first time? And are you a seasoned stitcher or are you new to plastic canvas? And we're always looking forward to somebody new to join our group. So thank you for popping in. We are deciding, let's see, Betsy Roselle loves both. April's both. Kathleen says, if I have to pick, she'd do blue. Orange is your favorite color, so she's biased. You're not biased. Orange is just your favorite. So that's fine. I think I'm going to have to swing in both ways today, too. Why? Here we go. Well, I think I fixed my laptop. It's not doing it anymore. It just needed a restart. Kathleen says, once a swinger, always a swinger. I am too old to change. That's right. At our age, we can be any which way we want to, and we can even go both. Oh, anyways, I was saying earlier, and then I got distracted, about the mail. So this lady, she started this mail group. I guess it's like snail mail. She's like a little artist, and she would like just design this little set that you can, it all ships in a regular mailing envelope. So it would have like a little little postcard in there for a little design she designed. I guess she's a little artist. And then it would have like a matching little sticky notepad and 2 matching little stickers. You know, maybe 1 or 2 other little things like that you can just tuck into an envelope. So it was these, Cindy Breland says, I have been doing plastic canvas for over 40 years. I love it. Well, you have come to the right place because most of us have been doing it around the same time. So welcome, welcome, Cindy. This is a place where we can stitch and bitch all we want. So anyways, so this lady, she started this little mail group, and she was like, it's like $10 a month. And so every month they would receive in the mail, you know, an envelope with this fun new little design, a little packet, you know, just a little print, like a little 5x6 print, something you can fit into a regular mail envelope. Stickers, little matching sticky notes. And it grew to like 5,000, I think she said it was like 5,000 people, you know, had signed up for it. So you figure, and every month, so she'd have to design, and she did it all from home and fill all these envelopes for like 5,000 people. And at $10 a month, you know, that's pretty good money in a month. And I was thinking, you know, I wonder what it would be like to have... Oh, you're very welcome, Cindy. To have like I wonder if you could do like a little plastic canvas monthly kit mail membership. Where every month you get something plastic canvas in the mail and you don't know what it's going to be. You know, just know each month you're going to get a mystery plastic canvas. Would you want to sign up for a membership like that? Would that be something interesting? I don't know. I've been thinking about that. I think it'd be kind of fun. Yes, Cindy, I've been doing it for at least, or close to 40 years. My mother taught me when I was young. And I've been doing it ever since. I do many other crafts, crochet, cross stitch, I like to paint. But I always mostly do plastic canvas. All the other stuff are just things every now and then I might do. But plastic canvas is almost every day. It's always brought me a little peace to my life. It helps you organize your thoughts and get your brain straight. It does, I think. Your brain is like a computer every day. It keeps growing with data. You keep learning more and more data, and it has to file it and put it away. And just like a computer, you know, eventually, it, you know, day after day after day after running, gets these files just get all over the place. And if you don't rest and reset your brain, it just gets jammed up with all these files because it needs the rest and time to organize all those memories so it can function better. If that makes any sense. It's a slow process, but it's getting there. Cindy says she gets a Mary Maxim canvas kit every month. Oh, really? So they do that. All right, so there is somebody out there that does something like that. So you don't know what it is you're going to get. You just get a new package every month? I have to... Cindy says, my mom got me into plastic. Yes, isn't that something? How many of you ladies was taught this plastic canvas by your mother or a family member? Well, let's just do with your mom. Let's see how many of them are just from moms. Roselle says, me and my sister. Aww. Cindy says, yes, never know what it'll be. Oh, that is so cool about the kit, Cindy. I'm going to look into that. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Betsy says her grandmother taught her. Roselle says her sister taught her. Isn't that something? So it's either grandma, sister, or mother. But you notice this, it's always the female that, a female member that taught us. My father actually did plastic canvas too for a while. He got into it a little bit, but it didn't last. He got into beading a little bit too. But he was just trying to make a buck. It didn't last long. Hello, 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 Beverly. Happy hump day and afternoon. How are you? Welcome to the Stitch and Bitch group. We've decided we are called the Stitch and Bitch group because we can stitch and bitch about anything we want here. How long have you been doing that, Cindy, with the kits? Is there anybody else that gets a plastic canvas membership where you get a plastic canvas kit sent? Because it's something I'm really curious about. Becky says, still waiting for you to pull those beads out of where the sun don't shine. I think it's going to stay dark in that corner of the world. You don't want light over there. I forgot about that. That's a good one. Beverly says, I took a couple of days off from stitching on Frank. Yeah, I still haven't worked on mine either. Kathy says hi to Beverly. Beverly says hi to Kathleen. And Cindy says for about 2 years. Oh, all right. That's a good while. Yeah, that's something I definitely want to look into because I don't know, that might be something I'd like to create myself as well. See, that would be cool. I would like to just design patterns. I'd design a pattern and then I would send them all out to the members. Send kits out. I would make the pattern, the shape, and the yarn, and it would go to the members, and they'd be the first ones to do the pattern. So that pattern that I designed wouldn't go out to the public for like at least 2 months because the members would get the pattern, get to stitch it first. Well, I don't know, or something like that. You know, it might not even be like that, but that's what, every month I would design a new pattern. You can get it in the kit. Maybe the kit will be a discount. I don't know. It's just thoughts that's been going around my already overwhelming brain. I am stitching on Frankie now. Cindy, you're working on Frankenstein too, the Jumbo Frankenstein. As soon as I finish stitching this butterfly, I will get back to my Frankie. Because Halloween is quickly approaching. Ow, my knee. I got a bum knee. It doesn't like it when I sit too long. It doesn't like it when I stand too long. I am constantly swinging. I have to get up and I have to get down. Kathleen says, okay, can't take it anymore. Getting my scary candle out and we'll stitch and bitch. That's right. Yeah, get your most frustrating project out. That way you can stab it and bitch about it while with the rest of us. Lovely. I can't wait to get the beads in there. Everything keeps getting in my way. My yarn keeps spinning on me. an ace bandage. I think I need to get one that wraps. I've ordered one or two that you like pull up on your knee and they're just always too tight and too uncomfortable. I haven't yet been able to find something to put on my knee that's comfortable. Beverly says had x-rays taken Monday. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm sure if I went to the doctors, they'd say, oh, you need a hip replacement and we're going to shoot you up with all this stuff. And I am not having it, so I just find ways to cope with it. I have noticed a lot of it depends on what I eat and how much inactivity I do. I truly believe I went on a little downward slope of some more processed food than normal, and my knee flared up because it's inflammation. It's all caused from inflammation. Yeah. And I think it was just unhappy. And it swelled up. So I've been giving it extra rest and eating better, and it's getting better. All my aches and pains all came from the big old lovely menopause. Never had such problems until then. But anyways, you know, I'm suffering now from all the damage I did years ago. God, I was horrible on myself. If only I knew then what I know now. Nobody understands that meaning until they get older. Then it's too late. Yay, I made it to the halfway point. I do need to stand up. So I'm going to stand up and stitch for a few. Did you get any results yet, Beverly, from your x-rays? Oh, jeez, I hate when that does that. My yarn went underneath the loop. Come on now. Having a hard time seeing here because of the light. I have a faux pas here. Trying to get this. Why won't you come out? Right. This went underneath the loop, and I don't want it like that because it's going to cause a big bump on the whip stitch. There we go. Jeez, what a penis in my anus. What did I miss here? No, not yet. Kathleen says, if you do the membership thing for a surprise plastic canvas kit, count me in. I am thinking about it. I really am thinking. I've been thinking about that ever since I watched those videos. I watch way too much YouTube sometimes. Because I always want to try everything. But anyways, I've been thinking about that. But then Beverly says, doesn't it make you mad when you get a knot in the... Oh my gosh, yes. I do, especially when it's in the black like that. I couldn't see it. It was hiding. Becky says, me too, my left knee. That's what it is, my left knee too. Have to wear an ace bandage on it. What kind of ace bandage do you wear? Is it the kind that you wrap around your knee? Or is it the kind that you just pull up? Wait a minute, what'd somebody say? Someone needs to invent knot-free yarn. You know, I used to be in the union, an electrician, and whenever we pulled wire, we were doing wire pulling. When it got tangled up, we always called it an asshole, because it was always a pain in the ass when it happened. So somebody needs to create an asshole-free yarn. Oh, sorry, I just thought that was funny. Whenever I see knots, it just makes me think of that, because, yeah, I'm so used to knots like that being called assholes. So sorry. If I offend you, this might not be the great place for you. I just want to give an FYI. Beverly says wrap around. Sounds like Frankie. Here we go. Sorry, my Buddha's in here. I'm trying to do this flat in the camera for you while I stand up. My Buddha belly. I got me a Buddha belly. A wraparound ace bandage, Beverly. Yeah, I think I need to try that, because the last couple I bought are pull-ups. Somebody's laughing really hard in here. I just missed that. Who's laughing? Kathleen says my belly hurts from laughing. Oh, Cindy just had to get a knot out of her black yarn on Frankie. So see, you just had an asshole. Damn Frankie and his assholes. Ugh, yeah, it does. It's very frustrating. I don't know what's frustrating, the knot or when I'm sewing, and you know how when you're pulling the string and it yanks the project right out of your hand and flings across the room? I think that's the most annoying part of doing plastic canvas, because it happens to me quite frequently. Yes, Frankie for the knots in the back. Oh my gosh. Do I have my Frankie here? Oh, I think I have my Frankie here. Yeah, I mean, I have the piece that I'm working on. Still in the same predicament. Actually, I did pretty good on the back on this one. Okay, I'm digressing. Back to the butterfly. Frankie is a pain. Because it's such a big piece. That's what makes it such a pain, I've noticed. But I can't wait to get Frankie done. I have no idea where I will even put him, because I don't have any empty wall space that big. I could put him on hubby's side of the bed. Oh my god, I don't know why I just saw that. Look, I got a new man. His name's Frankie. Okay. The front door. Oh, yes, that's what really made Frankie hard, Cindy. I had to stitch him first to get a cut out of him. I just stitched, like on this one here. See, I stitched the edges so that I could get the cut. So I could cut it out for other people. And that was a pain. And that's why I decided to just do the whole thing online. So I've been doing Frankie on live since the start. So on the front door, you put Frankie outside? And if you do you put anything on him? I mean, Well, yeah, do you put anything to protect him from the weather? It's not stabbing through very well. I can't find the hole. Kathleen says, I'm jealous I don't have a Jumbo Frankie. Still looking for my Jumbo Grinch, though. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to look for... Oh, my goodness. You know what? Just before I end the live here, Kathleen, remind me. And... because they're right behind me. I'll look and see if I've got... I might have... Because I think I might... I know I've got one oopsie. Because I kept one for myself. But I might have the oopsie in the cutting template. Which, yeah. So if that's the case, I will have an extra one. So Beverly, what am I missing here? You could put them all together and wouldn't equal a brain. What are you talking about? Oh, wait a minute. That's that's a comment. That's a message. All right. Yeah. Between the storm door and the front. Oh, I get it, Beverly. You have what we call down here is a screen door. When you said storm door, I was thinking of like a tornado shelter storm door. It's like, what? What is she talking about? Because we call them screen doors. Okay, I don't want to leave this string too long, because if I leave it too long, it could end up showing in between the holes there. So just a little FYI, when stitching this up, if you have yarn that's loose in here, when you put it together, you'll end up seeing it in the holes. So just an FYI from when I just remembered when I first made it, I came across that issue, and then I had to finagle scissors in there to cut the yarn so it wouldn't show. That's why it's a blessing to make mistakes, people, because we'd never learn shit if we didn't have mistakes. I hear a chicken screaming. Hold on, I'm going to open my door for a minute. Nacho, all right, hold on. Okay, ladies, I have a chicken in distress, so I just have to let her out of one run into the other run, so I'm just gonna try to take you guys with me, okay? All right, so just come with me. She's in. It's our old girl. I had to keep her separate from the flock because they try to kill her. But anyway, she's in the other run. I have to put her back into her run. All right, I'm coming, Nacho. She's calling me. I don't know. I'm coming. Oh my goodness, the other girl's gonna think I'm coming with a treat. I'm coming. Oh my goodness, it's Taco. What's going on in here? What's going on? Look at this. That's her. All right. Jesus, I was thinking it was her. Now I gotta get out. Tell her, go get her, Shelby. Go get her. Mr. P, you have some menopausal women, don't you? Okay. As long as there's nothing like wrong. She's being a bitch. Yeah, that's right. You tell him, Mr. P. Tell her to stop that griping. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry. Let's get back to work. She's a little pain in the butt sometimes. I hope I didn't lose everybody, because I was a bit away from my tower. Okay. Is everybody still with me? I'm so sorry for that. I didn't want to end the live. I guess I could have just left you sitting up here while I went out there, but I'll go let the other one out here in a bit. I want to at least get it sewn together. Okay. Alright, hopefully you didn't all lose me or leave me. Beverly's still here. Alright, thank you. Bless you. We have a pair of hawks that's been like really scoping them out the past week. So I just had to make sure everything was okay. The only reason I'm able to leave and let them be free is because of that rooster. Cindy's still here. Kathleen says that was fun. Well, good. I'm glad. Yes, I do not recommend anybody gets chickens unless they're willing to devote much of their time to them. I think it's worth it. They bring much happiness to my life. So to me, it's worth the time it takes of my day. So, but just forewarning, if you get chickens, which I think everybody should have them because they just make me happy. But not everybody can. So if you do, just know you're going to devote, or at least you should. I don't like it when people get chickens or any animals and just sticks them in a cage. So anyways. Myrna's still here too. Alright, thank you. And thank you for sticking around. Oh yes, that's the only eggs I will eat. They provide me with so many eggs that half the eggs get cooked and given back to them as free food. So, and they're plump, happy little chickens. They compost my gardens for free. They control pests in my yard. And they just generally make me happy. They're always happy to see me. And they're funny as shit sometimes. Okay, enough of the chickens. Alright, what'd I miss, ladies? Did I miss anything? Fill me up here. Did I miss any gossip? And also, just so you guys know, with this world too quickly going to AI, everything being AI, and now all of a sudden all these data centers have to be popped up everywhere because everybody's wanting to use AI. And they keep even pushing me to use AI on my page. I am not using AI. All my posts and everything is always me. Just a little FYI. There's so much fakeness in the world now because of this stupid AI. Even yourself, you could find yourself there on AI. Your voice, everything. So stupid. Okay, I gotta stop it. Did I see an egg? Oh, no. Well, yeah, there were eggs in the laying basket, and on the ground, it looked like an egg, but it's actually a big mushroom growing in the coop. That was, if you've seen one on the ground, but yes. There are eggs. We have 10 chickens, so we get on average 8 eggs a day right now. And hubby and I, we don't eat that many. I don't eat. When we do give some to my mother-in-law and her husband, and that's it. Nobody else will take eggs from me because they say, "Ew, that's weird, eating eggs from your chickens. I'd rather just pay more and buy them from the store." Yeah, too bad we couldn't ship eggs. And we've thought about selling eggs, but I worry about that too, because somebody can say, "Oh, I would go all sick and say, oh, I was sick, I'm going to sue you, it was from your eggs." So it just goes to the garden, and it gets fed back to them. I usually hard boil them. They love them hard boiled and scrambled. They'll eat them raw too, but a lot of raw eggs isn't bad for them. Isn't the best for them. Although they love it. Yeah. So. Well, she finally quit moaning and groaning. I have one chicken. She's a bully. She'll stand there, literally stand there at the door for hours and won't let the other chickens go in and lay. I've caught her doing it so many times. So a couple of you said that you would do a membership. And the next thing would be like the cost. How much would you pay for a membership? Shipping is gone out of control. Just crazy. How much shipping has gone. So you got to take in consideration the shipping, the material, the cost. So plastic canvas isn't like little sticky notes and postcards. There's a lot of material involved in weight, so there's a lot of cost involved. Henry is sleeping. He is. He's very active in the mornings. He's finally set into a nice routine. Hubby takes him for a walk in the mornings. He gets up when I get up, which is early. And I play with him a lot in the mornings. So he gets a lot of activity in the mornings. So come early afternoon, late morning, he's wiped out and takes his long afternoon nap. It's just like a kid. Animals are just like people. They just look different and talk different. I was actually talking about that with my husband the other day, about racism. We are the only species that has racism. Every species on this planet comes in all different shapes, sizes, and colors. Every species, every one. And we're the only species that hate each other for it. Cindy said, I seen yesterday where they are trying to get it passed to increase the cost of stamps. If it passes, it will start on Sunday. Yeah, that's insane because I got a notification in my shipping app that I go to, and it always notifies you of postage rates. It's insane. I remember when I first started selling plastic canvas was many years ago on Etsy. I mean, the average cost it cost me to ship out orders was $3 to $4. Now it's $6 to $8. I mean, I just mailed out, one lady on Etsy just bought a printed pattern. So a printed pattern costs $6 to ship. It's crazy. The movie theater in our town. Oh, I had almost thought I skipped a hole. Doesn't accept cash. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. Places that don't accept cash. I don't like using card. I don't even know where that darn cat is sleeping. I just haven't seen him for quite a while. I'm going to get this butterfly stitch today. Oh my gosh! I've been yapping so much. Guess what I forgot to do? Ah, what a dipshit. I forgot to put these on. See what happens when I try to talk and work at the same time? I totally forgot. Oh well, we're gonna have to figure out to do it the other way. It's all Taco's fault for all that griping she was doing. Damn Taco. Should have shredded you into a burrito. That's disappointing. And go out to the chickens. I think I got a delayed response there to something, Beverly. You say and go out to the chickens. You like going out to the chickens? I like going out to the chickens. Kathleen says, I never worry about using cash or card. Never have enough to worry about. Right? That's why I don't like using card. I always worry when I use the card. It's a little tough getting this big ass needle through these holes by these white little cross stitches. The needle's probably a little bigger than I should be using, but too late now. Oh, somebody, on the last live or two, somebody asked me about if I had an Amazon wish list. Well, I never thought about it. But I created one. I'll put a link in the comments of this live after the live if anybody wants to see what's on an Amazon wish list. But I made one. And I even picked out a few things to put it in there to create it. That's how I made one. But I made one. I'll put a link down there in the comments once this live is over. Beverly is getting a headache. I'm sorry, Beverly. Headaches are not fun. Stitching this up was getting me a thumb ache. And Kathleen is cracking herself up. Cracking like a pistachio, are ya? Oh, that's good, Beverly. I hope not. But I'm sure somebody would get a headache from hearing from me. There's some people on YouTube I won't watch because their voice gives me a headache. It just, you know, is what it is. I'm coming around the corner with my yarn. Oh yeah, maybe Frankie's giving her a headache. Good thought, Kathleen. I don't think is she stitching? No, she's not stitching a Frankie. Maybe she needs a Frankie. Did you ladies see my latest little needle book? Look, my little needle book. I gave this one a keychain and some little dangles on my little needle book. I was thinking about putting buttons on here, but I couldn't quite decide. I want to make them and sell them in my Etsy shop. I want to make everything. Why do we feel like we want to make almost every pattern we see? It's like an addiction, isn't it? I think I don't know, the thought of it gives us happy dopamine. Maybe it's a dopamine hit. Frankie will give you a headache. Kathleen says, doesn't make sense. I'm stitching my scary candle and laughing. Something is wrong with this picture. How do you think I'm feeling? I'm stitching and causing you to laugh. Because there's something wrong with me. Do I get a commission? Let's all get commissions. Now how fun would it be if I just sat here and stitched? And was just dry as a bone. How much fun would that be? It would be boring. At least it would be for me. I may be old, but I'm not near that old yet. I can still stand up. Some days. I haven't been in any serious garden lately. It's so hot out there. I'm trying to get this before 3. I have to end the live at 3, so I think I can do it. I'm coming around the corner as fast as I can. As fun as watching paint dry. Alright. Isn't that the truth? I have a bunch of little bottles of acrylic paint, you know, like the little apple barrel you get from Walmart. I have a ton of those. And I'm like, I'm never going to use all this paint. What am I going to do with all this paint? I'm tired of it sitting here. So I'm going to start painting all the chicken coops and chicken runs with all these different colors acrylic paint. I can call it the rainbow room with the bitchy hens. Beverly says, it's hot here. It is. It's so hard to go outside and do much of anything. This morning I had to go out and put a new trellis up for my dragon fruit because it's growing right in the walkway. It took me about an hour and I was soaked in sweat. Ugh. Kathleen says, seriously though, thank you, Danita, for doing these lives and for everyone who shows up. It truly makes my day. Ah, it really does make my day too. I always feel better when I have a live because it does. It just makes me happy doing it. So I do try to come on as much as I can. I have an off-the-wall sleeping habit because, you know, menopause came along and said, you're not allowed to sleep more than 4 hours at a time, woman. So, screwed that all up. And then with, you know, having a garden, having chickens, and my husband owns his own handyman business. Then my own household chores. I do most of the cooking, and yeah, it's just hard to stick to a scheduled anything, actually, let alone scheduled live. So I really never know if I can go live until that day, honestly. So that's why I just say the best way is to make sure if you follow, because on every live, I highlight to all my top fans. Those are all people that, you know, join the lives and comment on my page and are involved to get a notification when I go live. And I try to always put at least an hour, a post up an hour in advance. That's really the best that works for me. So yeah, to get those notifications, because it does. It's like, okay, hubby had to go do a job today. I'm home alone. I didn't know how it was going to be till this morning, and that's why I'm like, you know what, I'm going to take advantage of it, and I'm going to go live with my best stitchery friends, and here we are. So the best way to know when I go live is to just make sure you click to follow my page to get my notifications. Yeah, and then know at the drop of a hat I could go live. Beverly is in Missouri, and it must be hot there. Myrna say, this is my downtime to relax. Good, good. It's the whole purpose. Spread the craft, share the craft, make friends, stitch, bitch, feel better. If walking away from this live makes you feel worse, then I just suggest don't ever watch one of my lives again. That's all I can say about it. Because they don't always make sense. I don't plan for them. I don't prepare a speech for them. I don't do no fancy tricks. It's really just me right now trying to stitch this damn butterfly. And I'm doing it live for anybody else that wants to join me. Kathleen says, wonder where Tina and James are. They're missing the fun. Yeah, especially Tina. Tina's always here. James pops in and out. Then again, he did say he lost his job, so maybe, you know, he's... Yeah, I don't know. Cindy says, it's hot here in Missouri. It is so hot. I'm telling you. I keep trying to grow as many trees as I can in my yard just to help with this heat. Mother Nature is making it very difficult with freezing temperatures and hurricanes. Every time they cut down trees to build something else, it just makes me cringe. Then you got places that aren't getting any rain at all. We finally started getting some rain. Then you got places that are getting way too much rain. Everywhere you live has some kind of natural disaster issue. You can't get away from it. Mother Nature has you by the balls no matter where you live. Even if you don't have balls, she still got you by them. I am getting there. Ow, I just stabbed myself. You know, if you ever decided that you were feeling lonely and you needed more attention from people, you could just, you know, call up the hotline and say, yeah, you know, I don't know, I think I need help. I keep stabbing myself, you know, and then they'll put you. So you get to, that's actually, I don't know, it started off with a joke, but now that I think about it, that actually isn't very funny. Because there are people that do that. Okay, forget that idea. Wow, that was a joke that quickly went bad. Myrna says, next week is going to be crazy. My son will be in the hospital having surgery, and then he is coming to my house for a few weeks. Oh, boy. How old is your son, if you don't mind sharing? You don't have to if you don't want to. Yes, definitely. This. Hope all goes well. .39, he is having a kidney transport. Oh my goodness. Oh, that must be very scary. Yeah. And at such a young age. Well, we all hope everything goes smooth and safe for your son. I couldn't even imagine what that would feel like. Or how scary that would be. I mean, I know it would be scary. But to actually go through it, I can't say that I have, so I don't know. Alright, I'm going to try to thread this right. No, I don't think I'm going to get it out that way, so I think I'm going to have to do it this way. This is where it starts to get tricky, sticky and tricky. So I'm probably going to come right out that corner here. There we go. Well, I hope for the best. for him. That has to be absolutely, in my opinion, a very scary ordeal to have to go through. Alright, now we're getting down here to the tricky part. This is going to be very tricky because it's so fragile, actually. It will be in Orlando. Wow, that's like an hour, maybe hour and a half away from me, Myrna. Aww. Beverly says she had a kidney removed due to a tumor that was the same size as the kidney. Oh my gosh. It sounds like you're lucky to still be here. That's what happened to my mother. She started off with a huge growth on her uterus, and it became cancerous and then went to her lungs. Jeez. It's horrible. About 2 hours from me. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting. You're a Floridian. You're a Floridian too? I just mailed you something and I don't even recognize your address. Shows you how much I pay attention to things I should. Oops. Alright, it's just gonna get really sticky. So just bear with me while I sew the rest of this together. Oh, you know what I do want to do? I want to pull this in. I can get this started first. I want to put a hanger on it before I completely stitch it closed. I missed the bottom hangers, so I mean I can at least catch the top hanger. That's right, Port St. Lucie. I just can't remember everybody's address, name, or numbers. There's somebody else. I have another lady. She doesn't come to the live. She just lives 30 minutes from me. Yeah. And Beverly's been a survivor for 26 years. Well, congratulations, Beverly. Let's hope it continues for another 26 years, huh? So far, I'm a survivor of menopause. About 3 years in. Because anybody that makes it through that is a survivor too, let me tell you. Do we ever really make it out of that? Ah, my wrist is starting to hurt. Let me find a solution to that. That's great to hear. You're welcome, Beverly. Put my little... helpers. These things really, really do help. Usually this is on this hand because of the cutting, but let me tell you, ladies, since I've been using these instead of these, what a difference. I cut all my canvas with these now, and I don't have to wear that when I'm cutting. What? Because of this. All that pressure's no longer on it no more. I don't know if you can see the lump it made. What a difference. Well, you still got 26 more years to go then, Beverly. There's people that do live longer than that. So it is very possible. Okay, what kind of hanger should I put on that? I'm thinking just a piece of twine. I have no idea where any fishing line is. That's or there's really not enough room in there to put a hook, or maybe there is. Where are they? What did I do with them? Here they are. The ones that I missed. Oh, maybe I can. Just like that, I can. Yeah, see there? That's perfect. It's going to go down a little bit more. I don't want to put it down yet. It'll get lost in there. It'll get lost in the hole. So I'm going to stitch up. I'm starting to think already. I'm going to tell you right now that I shouldn't have stitched the long stitch inside of there. I'm thinking I should have left it unstitched. I'm feeling already either that, I'm going to have to change my needle. My needle's just too thick. So let's change my needle. Let's get a smaller needle. Oh, my knee. Maybe that will make a big difference. I should have done that at the beginning, but I'm glutton for, what is it? A glutton for punishment. I'm just, you know, menopausal. Okay. Oh, what a difference. Okay, so maybe I can take some of that back. We'll see which way looks better. Because this way I'm thinking might look fuller, more filled in my opinion. Anyways, so we'll see. Definitely the smaller needle is making it more possible. You could possibly even leave them unstitched completely. Maybe if you did like a colored canvas. And it all depends on, you know, what you like. There's just possibilities. Every pattern has possibilities. Well, the next live will consist of me stitching the beads, because I won't go live again until I either find the beads or order new ones, because I couldn't find the beads. I have not yet worked any more on anything, actually, except the butterfly, so save myself some breath. I haven't worked on anything else. Been swamped with orders. That's why I had to not accept any custom orders for this month. So if anybody needs anything cut, just bear with me. At the beginning of the month, you can hit me with your orders. Because, frankly, if you put in an order now, I probably won't get it cut till next month anyways. Not complaining at the least bit. Hi, Deb. Oh, did I miss somebody come into the room? Did I, Beverly? Do I need to scroll up? I don't see a Deb. Who are you saying hi to, Beverly? Is there somebody hiding in the closet that I'm not seeing? In the closet. We're out of the closet. We're in the office now. Closet days are over. It got too crowded in that closet back there. I don't know if any of you remember when my little lives were in my closet. Just so the ones of you that don't know don't just think I'm crazier than I already am. Deborah Gray. So a Deborah Gray came into the room, Beverly. Hello, Deborah. I don't see where she came in. She must have came in a while ago, or I'm not seeing her. But if you are here, Deborah, welcome, welcome. I'm for some reason not seeing you in the comments. Thank you, Beverly. Glad you said hi, because Kathleen sees her too. How come I'm not seeing her? Jesus, am I losing my sight now too? Deborah, have you been into my lives? Maybe she left, yeah. Yeah, maybe she left as quick as she came. Because I honestly did not see, you know. Well, I only see if you make a comment. All right, maybe you're able to, are you able to see who all is in the room, Beverly? Because I don't see anybody. I mean, it just tells me how many people are watching. And then, but that's all I know unless you comment. So I don't even know you're here unless you comment. Hi, Debbie. Again? She came back in again? See, I'm very spooky. Are you alright, Beverly? I don't see her either, Cindy. Come out wherever you are. Debbie, if you're there, speak to us. Tell us where you are watching from so we know you exist in our world. Well, all this stitching on the antenna definitely helps make it a little stiffer. Oh, that is another thing I wanted to ask. I think I've talked about this before, about what you can put on your project. She's back again. Wow, maybe she just can't decide. Weird. What people do to protect their finished piece when you put it outside? I want to do a little trial and error of different things I've been thinking about doing. What works better than the other? Has anybody just like covered their finished project like in glue? I wonder what that would do. This is getting tough, let me tell you. This will test you, these antennas. It might actually be. You know, maybe on the next design, I'm going to design one without the antennas. And then, like, maybe add Chanel antennas. Yes. Kathleen says this is your best live. Probably because I'm finally getting a day break from my husband. He's been off work for a couple of weeks. Because work's slow. So he's been up my ass. And I'm home alone, so I'm like extra happy. But don't tell him I told you that. Okay. I think I hear Henry. Deb, say hi. I don't know, maybe Debbie's scared. Maybe she keeps coming in to see what we're doing, and she hears me talking and gets scared and leaves again. That would be a lot of glue on Frankie. That it would, wouldn't it? Oh, Henry's up. I wonder. Yeah, that would be a lot of glue. So you would definitely need something a little. Well, what about like Mod Podge? I mean, Mod Podge basically is just like Elmer's glue, just with some water mixed in with it, isn't it? So what if you just did that? regular Elmer's school glue. Doesn't that dry clear? Then just add a little water to it. I don't know. I don't think I'll put Frankie outside though. But see, then again, I have, and it's not, actually it's not just that. I have a lot of pieces. It seems like my, nobody tell my hubby, please. Because I know he won't watch these lives. He never watches these lives, so at least this not far into it. A lot of, it seems like my older pieces, the older they get, the more they crumble. The canvas just starts to crumble. And it starts breaking apart. I don't know. That's the main thing I don't know how to fix. Even if it has double canvas, it's still... See, now see, look at that. I don't like it on this side. You can see the canvas. This side looks like shit in my opinion. But it is what it is. There's nothing else I can do about it. I definitely liked it better with it stitched. It's a little more pain in the butt. But look at the difference. Judy, hi Judy! Welcome! I don't think I said hi to you yet, so just to make sure, hi! She says, I used glue on one thing I made to make it stronger. It did not work good. I'll stick to nothing or Scotch Guard. Don't forget your hanger. Oh, yes. Thank you, Beverly. I'm so glad somebody's paying attention to what I'm doing. All right, I'm almost there, Beverly. I think one more stitch, and I think you're right. I need to get it in the hole. See how good I am at it. That might be scary. Maybe I should wait till I'm right there because I'm afraid it's going to fall into the hole before I can get to it. Yeah, let me do a couple more stitches. Scotch Guard. So Scotch Guard does a good job. Does anybody else have their canvas just fall apart on them after a while? That's what I'm really curious about. Okay, after this stitch, nope, I'm going to put it in now because I might not be able to get it in after that stitch. The next one I design, I'm just telling you guys right now, is not going to have antennas. You're going to have to create antennas. I think it'll be way much easier to stuff in a couple Chanels when you get down to this end than going through all this. Okay. But I do like that hanger there. See how I did that? That's... Yeah, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through it now already. So it doesn't fall out. Oh yeah, that is like perfect. I will find these on... I did not get these on Amazon. I've had them forever, so I don't know where I got them, but I'm going to see if I can find these little keychain parts on Amazon. And if I do, I'll post a... Because this video may go up on my Facebook... I'm sorry, on my YouTube as an update for this butterfly, because when I'm done with the pattern, it's going to have a link to YouTube for anybody to go to YouTube and watch my videos on this butterfly, so if they need help. What, Henry? What is it? Henry's up. So I will put a link in the comments of the YouTube video. In the description. And I could probably just make a post on my page. Look, because that is like absolutely perfect for a little hanger on the butterfly. Have you tried doing the antenna on black canvas extra long, then sew them in? No, and that's actually another great idea. So Judy suggested when you get to this part, just cut 2 strips out of black plastic canvas. Or you could even cut your entire butterfly out of black canvas if that doesn't bother you. Or just cut the 2 pieces, and then when you're stitched up to this part, stuff the 2 black antennas down in there and sew it in together. That's another great idea. Yeah, I wish I would have thought about that, Judy, before I even, yeah, because this ain't happening again. I can tell you that right now. I mean, it's going to stay on my pattern for these two butterflies, but the next two I design are going to be without antennas. You can always cut them in because the shape is going to be the same shape for all butterflies. But the next pattern I'm going to do without it, and that way you'll have a shape without the antennas in width. Okay? Whew, that was a lot to say, and now I have to get a drink soon. And now Henry is up my butt because he's awake and wants his lunch. But I definitely want to finish this. He's just going to have to wait. Or, you know what, ladies, just give me 2 hot seconds. Let me go give him a scoop and get me a drink. My knee is like stuck. So, it's going to take me maybe 3 hot seconds. So, say hi to anybody that comes in. Let them know I'll be right back. While I hobble. Come on, Henry. Oh, hello. John, you want some yum-yums? You think you want some yum-yums? Come on, Henry. Yum-yums. You got some already. Punk, you fooled me, didn't you? Is your window closed? You don't want to go out? Let me get a drink, Henry. I don't know where my cup is. I'll use this one. Alright, I'm coming. Alright, Henry. You got food and your window is open. So you're on your own. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully I didn't lose anybody. Alright. Now I can get this finished without getting stressed out here. He is digging in his little toy box. Let me tell you, if you have cats, it's the best thing. I just have a plastic tote, and I put a lot of just odds and ends in there, like a soda cap lid, a couple empty toilet paper rolls, any kind of little doodads, tiny little stuffed animals, any of his cat toys. Fill the bin up to the bottom is pretty much covered. And then every couple days, I dump some kitty treats in there. And he'll sit there sometimes for 20 minutes digging around in that toy box trying to find his little kitty treats. It's a great activity for an indoor cat. And it doesn't cost you anything. He's digging around in there right now. He's actually... I'm going to see if I can take the phone down so you can see him. See him? It's just an empty drawer, plastic drawer. One of those little plastic shelves. It's got toilet paper rolls, soda cap. It's just any little doodads. He'll sit in there and dig around for a while. Oh, Beverly, I'm so glad you reminded me of that piece. That's going to be big help when it comes to put the hanger on. That's what I wanted to do down here. But no, I had to run my mouth so much I totally forgot. Aw, thank you, Cindy. He was a blessing. He actually found us. Hubby and I were out in our garden one day, and I started hearing this tiny little meow meow, and here come this tiny, this just little baby kitty come running across the street up at us, just crying his little eyes out. And we're looking around, there's nobody around, and he had a little collar on, but he couldn't have been but 2 months old. So we brought him in, and then we asked everybody around in the neighborhood if they knew anybody missing a kitten, and no. And our neighbor across the street had just passed away, and he was like the best neighbor, him and his wife. He was like in his 70s. But, he always kept an eye on everybody's property and kept us... Because it's just a small little block I live on. Small little neighborhood. Anyways, his name was Henry. So, and this kitten came running from, it looked like by his house, across the street where his house is. So that's how I named him Henry, in memory of our neighbor. But yeah, and that's how we ended up with him. And we've had him ever since. I'd never in my life had a kitten. Now, we had a cat. Before him, we had a female cat named Minnie. When my husband and I first started dating, my husband, lived here alone. So one day I took him up to the pound so he could rescue a cat and have a companion. And we found Minnie. So we had her through our entire relationship. And she had just passed away just before we found Henry. But she was already like 3, 4, 5 years old when we got her. So this cat, let me tell you, she never climbed on anything. The only thing she ever jumped up on was the kitchen table. She never, ever got on the counters. She didn't climb shelves, nothing. She didn't get up on the mantle, like nothing. I kid you not, this cat did not climb at all. My husband made her, we call it the princess throne for in the back patio out of wood. It had 2 levels on it. She would get on that. She knew that was her. She'd sleep on it, claw it. Anyways, she was the best cat. Hardly ever cried. Sweet as could be. She didn't like being held much, but just the sweetest, best cat ever. And I had never had a kitten. So when we got Henry, oh my Lord. My life just got turned upside down from this freaking kitten. Oh, I didn't think I was going to survive it. I used to tell my husband, do not leave me home alone with this kitten. He drove me so crazy sometimes. But we muddled through it. He got into everything. And everywhere, I couldn't keep him out of it. He still tries sometimes. But he's not near as bad because I had hubby build. He has little shelves above me on the ceiling that goes over to this big hutch over here so he can access the top of it because he wouldn't stay off of it. He kept getting on my desk here and jumping up there. So I'm like, that's it. You got to stay off my desk. So we built him a shelf. And he has a shelf that goes from the dining room here. He has a hammock that I made him. And then his shelf goes all the way down the hallway to where our bedroom door is, where he has another hammock because he is not allowed in our bedroom at night. So yeah, and then he has at the end of the hallway there's a twin mattress. It was an old mattress we needed to get rid of, and my brain came up with a theory at the end of the hallway, and my husband screwed it to the wall. So Henry will climb the mattress to get up into his hammock, and he absolutely loves it. So he can run down the hallway, climb up the mattress, jump up on his shelf, run down the other hallway, up on his shelf, either into his hammock to the left or over here to the hutch above me on the right. And And because of all that, he doesn't get on a lot of other stuff anymore like he used to. Well, there's James. Hello. You're a little late, but better late than never, James. How are you doing? Did you get all your grass mowed, or are you mowing grass today? Your ears must have been burning because, of course, the ladies were talking about you earlier. I think they were missing you. All right, ladies, I just did the last stitch. Good mowing today. Awesome. Cindy says they are good company. Mine likes to catch my yarn when I am stitching. Yes. Cats do love their yarn. Okay, now I got to get the needle out, so I think I'm going to push this out here. I did it, ladies. And gentlemen, yes, I can't forget. I know James is here now. That's it. Okay, so I will definitely say if you do the antenna on clear canvas, I suggest do the long stitch up it and just use a small needle, because this is how it looks when you don't. And or if that is how you like it, then do it like that. I don't like when I can see the canvas. I like to cover it up. So I don't know if you can see. I hope you can see. So it just, there's your just, yeah, some people like it like that. Some people like it like this. Remember, we're all swingers. But on this one, I have to say I like this way better. Thank you, Cindy. So on the next live, I will either have found the beads or order new beads. I will sew all the beads, and that is like the best part. So I have finally got all this done. All that's left is, to me, the most fun part of this entire project with this butterfly Suncatcher, and it's a wind chime, because when I ordered the beads, I ordered a set of wind chimes. So now I know I'm looking for a package with both of them in there. Yeah. So I will attach, that's why I wanted the hangers. No, that's actually not. I wanted the hangers to put the dangles on there, but the hangers would have worked perfect with the wind chimes, and I didn't even realize it until just now. So that is that, ladies. I'm looking around my messy desk. Joking. Excuse me. Wondering if there's anything else I could show you. And there's not, because the only other thing I created was this needle book with the little dangles and the keychain. Again, this pattern is in my Etsy shop. I will put a link below, either in the description if this is on YouTube, or for Facebook. This only lasts for 30 days on Facebook. That's why some of my lives go on my YouTube channel. I put them there, so they're always there for anybody that wants to go back and watch them. I do have a YouTube channel. I use it for garden updates, blog. You know, I update my garden on there. Sometimes Henry, sometimes the chickens, just whatever I feel like it. And just to put up there, it's like a way to blog my life. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to like. You don't have to comment. You don't have to do none of that annoying shit. I'm just there. I'm just there for anybody that wants to watch one of my silly videos that I post. So if this is on YouTube, it'll be in the description. I'll try to find these. The beads that I'm going to use will also be in the YouTube description. Yeah, everything will be in the YouTube description. I'm not even going to bother putting it on the Facebook, because in 30 days, Facebook is going to delete this. Okay, that's all the updates on the butterfly. I am going to make another one. Don't forget jump. I was going to say Gumbo Grinch. Oh, yes, Kathleen. Thank you, Beverly. Let me see about the Grinch. Okay, yes, the Grinch. See, I had forgotten already. Oh, money. Money. Okay, I have to find him. He's probably with the beads. Oh no, I think it's up. He's not up. Where is he? He is with the beads. Maybe I put the beads. No, I didn't put them in here. Not in here. Oh, wait a minute. I think I do know. I think I know. Here, look at the other side. Wait a minute. I gotta see. Becky says, I might use wire for the antenna. Wire is another one. You can make it curly. Maybe that's what I'll do on the next one, Becky. See, this is why I love everybody. Everybody is an artist at this, and everybody sees something different. I'm just waiting for the beadwork, making popcorn in the mean. Oh, popcorn. Okay, jump up wrench. I like the wire because you can curl it. That's the best idea. Okay, Grinch. I think maybe here. No. So I thought I put it in here. It's not in here. I did find, I was going to put this on auction. This is the cutout for the Charlie Brown tree. There is a pattern around, floating around. I don't know who the designer is, anything like that. But I think on Pinterest, it's the Charlie Brown tree. And the pattern is a bitch. I don't even know if this is cut 100% to the pattern. I will never cut this piece again. If any, you would have to pay me $50 to cut it. So I'm going to get rid of this template. I'm going to throw this one up on auction next week. Just letting you all know. This is one of those pieces. It's very rare there's a piece I cannot cut. This one I will never cut again. The same as the Jumbo Grinch. That one's... But... no luck in finding it yet, Kathleen. But let me keep looking a little bit more. It might be... Where the hell did I put them? Flying Fudge Factory. Maybe I put them down here. I don't know. Let me look. Oh, I think I found them, Kathleen. Oh, wow. Look what I found. Oh my goodness, I hit the mother lode. Holy schnitzamole, man. I got so much shit. I found more. Ladies, I found stuff. Hold on. I'm going to have to put the phone up some. Okay. Maybe I'll have a little special right here. Okay. Let's see what I got here. So that's that. Now this is the Jumbo Grinch. So this is the template. See how I have all the cuts on here? I mean all the counts. So this is the cutting template. So this is the first one I cut. Now the pattern, the only pattern the pattern was brought to my attention. I don't know who designed it. I don't know who the designer is. There was a pattern given to me to cut, so I'm just saying. I cut this to the best of my abilities because the pattern, you print it out, it's tough. It was very tough to read the holes. So I did have one customer that paid me to cut them. She did complain a little bit that they weren't matching up completely. You know, that's why I always make this note ahead of time that I cannot guarantee this. I mean, I know this is not 100% according to the pattern, but it's very close. And if you're been doing plastic canvas long enough, where most of us have, you know how to compensate for those errors in cutting. So on that note, okay, so this, no, Henry, you have to wait. I'm not taking you out. So there's one, and I'm looking to see if I got another one, Kathleen. And I think I do. So this one has a note. I have a note on it. My Grinch. Okay, so this one here was the very first cut I did. And it had separate parts. And then this one has more pieces to it. And then I reevaluated him and cut him again to where he didn't have little leftover bits. So that's what this one is. It's the same Grinch, just cut a little different. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 5 pieces, and here is 1, 2. This one is 5 pieces, but on my first cut, like the tail, the tip of the tail didn't fit in the canvas, so it took me a bit to rearrange him to get a cut to where it didn't. So that's what the second one is. What I do have, I don't know if you're interested in this one with the extra bits, or I don't really want to get rid of the cutting template because this is the better one. But if you're interested in this one, let me know. And this is Frankenstein. So I think I do have an extra Frankenstein. I don't know. This might be the entire Frank. He just has a lot of pieces. So, okay, see, this looks extra. These two are extra. I think I just have some extra pieces. Yeah, there's not a whole extra. Yeah, so this, I stitched him first to get the cut. So I cut this according to my stitches. Whenever I cut, some patterns are just hard to read. And we all know Hirschner's has no cut lines, so. Okay, so that was that. And also, I have 2 jumbo candy canes. These are really big. These are the jumbo. See how big? I think these are 2 different ones. Yeah. See, one is an oopsie, but I don't know which one. I mean, these are 2 different sizes. I'm probably going to go through these and put out one. Maybe I'll just get rid of both of them. I don't know if I have a pattern for this. I think this is just a cut. Frankie has 15 pieces. Yeah, that's... So there's not an extra Frankie there. Alright, well that was interesting because I, forget that I have things tucked away sometimes. Now I gotta put it back. Alright, ladies. Kathleen says, you keep the Grinch you want, and I will be happy to have the other one. All right, I will get with you after the live. Okay, ladies. So on my next live... Oh, I missed a stitch on it. See? Look at that. I always miss a stitch on every project. Yeah, I'm not too crazy about... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take some black paint and paint that. I'll try to remember to get black paint the next live and see how that does. I don't know why. It just bothers me. If it doesn't bother you, then you're the lucky one. But there it is in all my glory. The only problem, oopsies, I see in the front here is this black. I should have whip stitched the bottom of this hole with black so that this black line continued on both sides. There. And there's one other spot it was supposed to continue. Here. The top of this hole should have been whip stitched in black. Other than that, I love it. And I'm going to design 2 more to update the pattern. I want to do a yellow butterfly, and I'm not sure what other butterfly I'm going to do. It'll be the exact same shape, so it's going to be the same cutout shape, but You'll have different butterfly options. Of course, you guys will all know when that happens. What, Henry? I'm not taking you out. He loves going for his walks. Henry, does anybody have any questions, problems, concerns, suggestions, anything at all before I end the live? Let me know. Definitely need to do Frankie soon, but as you can see, there's no update on it. I did, again, if you're new, if you're new to doing Frankie, the pattern has buttons on it. So if you want to do the pattern's original buttons, so pay attention when you're stitching on the middle torso. I wasn't paying attention and just was stitching away, watching a movie, stitching, involved in the movie. Stitch right over where I think 2 buttons were. So I'm just going to sew real buttons on. Good night, Beverly. Thanks for hanging out this long with us. See you on the flip side. Sweet dreams. And the only other thing I've done is my needle book. They're addicting to me. And these scissors, I'll put an Amazon link to them. Wow. I just killed my butterfly. Whoa. Jesus, just, maybe not give them to kids or adults. I can't take any custom orders this month. I just need to get caught up with orders. You can always order on my Etsy. Not everything is on my Etsy. And anything else, I'm not seeing any questions get thrown my way. So I'm going to give it a minute because I know there is a delay. So I'm just going to hang out here just for a couple minutes. You can listen to Henry cry with me because he's a crier sometimes. When he wants to go outside, and I hate sometimes telling an animal he can't go outside, but we have so many strays out there. We have an outside cat that we took in. She's been a feral outside cat before the neighbors moved out and left her. So we started feeding her. She's very feral. She's unhealthy. We can't afford 2 vet bills, so we just feed her. But I just know if Henry, we start letting him go outside and run the neighborhood, it's very dangerous. He's gonna get into cat fights. He's gonna get hurt, and we have 3 or 4 strays already that come in our backyard, and they're stray cats, and they're always fighting with each other, and it just is what it is. We feed them too sometimes, but. Okay, I am not seeing any more questions. Looks like everybody's leaving. So thank you, ladies. Everybody that hung out with me. Every one of you were appreciated. And I enjoyed your company. And again, as soon as possible, I will go live again. Kathleen, I will message you after the live sometime. Sometimes I take a nap too with Beverly. You sleep. I know, I'm done. All right, everybody. Stay safe and take care of yourself. Be well and keep on stitching. We'll let Henry say goodbye. Henry, say goodbye. Henry. 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 You're being a meanie. He's got his little jacket on. As soon as his dad gets home, he'll take him out. Look, he's afraid of carpets. Henry.